Hey guys, welcome back to another video on my channel. Today I am going to be ranking every Minecraft update starting from 1.13, as that is when updates started to have a lot more work put into them, and updates would then drop yearly. Now, I'm pre-recording this video because I am away the week this video goes live. So Minecraft is turning 15, and we're going to rank the updates to celebrate that. Now, Minecraft is doing a 15 years event, which I'm not exactly too sure what it is yet, as I'm recording this video before they announce it. So let's jump straight to it, starting with 1.13, going all the way up to 1.21. Now, these are custom paintings that I've added due to data packs can now add custom paintings, and then it also gives us a visual rather than just having a sign saying 1.13. So 1.13, which is what we're going to start with, and this was the update aquatic, adding a load of new things to the oceans, 2 new structures, the shipwreck and the ocean ruins. It also did add phantoms, turtles, dolphins, fish, pufferfish, and then the trident. Now, there was a lot more, but they were the major things. This update I really did like, because it was the first update that Minecraft started to go back and update older things, with the whole oceans, revamping them completely, making it so they felt more alive. Now, phantoms was added in this update as well, so that does bring it down a little bit. There was also water mechanics, where water mechanics were overhauled a little bit, making water a little bit easier and things like that. So this update, it wasn't the best update, but it was quite high. I'm going to say it probably deserves this spot. Oops, it deserves that spot, I would say. Now, I have added some signs just so you guys get a rough scale. So this one right here is can't be better. We don't have best update, good update, average update, needed more, bad update, and what was that? So that is roughly what I'm going to be scaling them on, and this is completely my opinion, so your opinions could change. Now let's jump to 1.14. 1.14 was a complete overhaul to villagers, adding pillagers, ravagers, and also raid mechanics, as well as the outpost, and then all the new workstations. This update did also add cat variants, pandas, bamboo, and scaffolding. So part of this update, the villager part of the update was not liked at first, and I thought it was cool. The raid mechanic is kind of cool, but it's not unique enough now because so many people have messed around with it. It's not something that people do much apart from raid farms. The workstations are cool because they changed how certain things are done within Minecraft. For example, stonecutters make crafting certain stone resources easier. Now, I would say this update, I would say it's an average update. It's not anything too good. And now it's not used that much, I don't think. Or at least I don't use it that much. As the villagers, they're quite OP. They need to be nerfed and they are within experimental versions of the game. And then raids and that, it's just raids are way overpowered in the farming sense. Now, 1.15. This is a disappointing update, but this wasn't dropped at the same time as all the others. This was dropped around Christmas, and it only added bees, beehives, bees nests, honey blocks, and then also honeycomb. And the biggest part I remember about this update, it added the iron golems cracking the lower health they have. So this update definitely needed more. It wasn't meant to be a big major update. I think it was meant to focus only on bees. But that doesn't stop us from voting it needed more. Now we're going to jump to 1.16, the Nether update. This added a load of new biomes to the Nether. It also added a new armor set with Netherite. And then it also added piglings, zoglings, hoglings, and striders, as well as bastions. Now this update, I'm going to vote it the can't be better. Now can't be better is obviously optional because every update could be better, but it was a very good update, the Nether update. And it completely overhauled the Nether completely, also making respawn anchors so you could respawn within the Nether. And Netherite, that was the first time we had a new armor tier since back like 10 years ago. So that was also quite a good change. Now 1.17, this is hard because 1.17 and 1.18 were meant to be one big update, but they split it. So 1.17 added a lot into the game, but the majority of it was only half added. So this added goats, it added axolotls, glow squids, amethyst, spyglasses, and copper. But many of the ways you obtained the items in 1.17 were temporary and a placeholder. It did also add moss and dripstone. So 1.17, I'm gonna say it was once again a average update, just because that's the wrong one. Just because it didn't really do much. It added a load of things, but they weren't like fully implemented properly because 1.18 is when it was all added properly. Now 1.18, they added all the cave biomes, the lush cave and the dripstone cave, And then they also made everything spawn where it was meant to, with a complete overhaul to mountains. Now, I don't think anything was added within this update item-wise apart from a music disc, but that's because it was all added in 1.17. Now, this I am going to place it inside of good update, just because the changes it made to cave biomes, adding biomes below the surface, and also adding big, massive, unique tall mountains that you could then find. I think that was really cool. It did also add quite a few new biomes like the groves, snowy slopes, jagged peaks, and frosted peaks. Now, 1.19. Now, this one had a lot of hate because of fireflies, but this added the Warden, the Deep Dark, the Ancient Cities, mangrove swamps with the wood, the roots, and it also did add frogs and frog lights. Now, I absolutely love the Warden. I still do. I think the Warden is such a unique part of the game. It's a different experience that is optional to the player, so you don't need to fight the Warden if you don't want to, nor do you need to summon it, as there are ways around it. And I think that aspect of the game is really cool. Mangrove swamps I don't really care too much about, just because it's an addition to the swamp that is kind of pointless apart from the wood. Frogs spawn in normal swamps anyway, and it did also add mud. The Warden aspect of it does boost it up, as I probably would have put it in average or good, but because of the Warden, it definitely does have to go in best update, as I love the Warden part, and that is purely why it's up here. If the Warden wasn't a part of 1.19, it would probably be down lower. Now, we are coming to Minecraft 1.20, which was last year's update. This added cherry groves, armor trims, hanging signs, decorated pots, archaeology, sniffers. So this update, I think, was pretty good. It did also add bamboo blocks in the sense of wood, and quite a few other things. Chiseled bookshelves were also added in this update. Mob heads playing mob sounds was also added this update. But it was a bit of like a random all over the place update. No feature really had a theme apart from being linked to self-expression. The theming of Trails and Tales didn't really have a set theme like the Nether update or Update Aquatic, and it was a bit messy in the sense of what it added. So features in it, armor trims are cool. There isn't really much else I have messed around with. I guess cherry wood and cherry groves I have. And archaeology I think was a bit underwhelming, and it had such good potential, but I think the way it was implemented was kind of sad and not as good as it could have been. So I think 1.20, I wouldn't say it needed more, as I definitely don't think it did. I think it added quite a lot to the game with armor trims, a new biome. Is it quite average update or good update? I would say it's going to go into good update just because of the armor trims. Now we're coming to 1.21, which is currently still in development, but we have the majority of the features announced. This is adding the trial chambers, a load of new copper blocks, the breeze, the wind charge, the mace, and then a whole new experiment in the game with trial omen. So I think this update is pretty good. Now, does it go up there with the Nether update? I don't think so. It probably would have if it expanded away from the trial chambers a little bit, and I know some people can argue it does, but I mean completely away. Everything in this update is mostly linked to the trial chamber, so I wouldn't say it can't be better, because it definitely can be better. Is it the best update? I don't think, possibly. Because it does add a new point to the game where you have to go and fight the trial chamber to get the mace to then do trial omen. And the mace is a very unique weapon that we haven't seen in the game before. So that does boost it up. The crafter is a very overpowered block, and that does boost it up a little bit as well. The breeze is cool and unique, but it would have been better if the breeze was like a boss mob that had more health, more attacks. And then we can't forget the bogged, because the bogged is also a part of this update. I'm going to say it definitely isn't the best update, so it's not going to go there. Is it an average update? I would probably say it has to go in good update again. I would definitely say it fits in good update, as what it adds is quite cool. Could it have more in it? I definitely think so, but then that would lower it in the graph, and that would lower it more than I would like. So that is my final rankings for them, and I think that looks pretty good. Update Aquatic, I guess, might be moved up, but I'm not too sure because I don't really mess with 1.13 features anymore. I would get a trident now and again, and that is mainly how I've ranked these on, like, if I mess with the features still to this day. But anyway, if you did enjoy, do leave a like and subscribe. Let me know what you guys think of my graph, and let me know what you would change if you'd move any update, as this is definitely going to change per person, and yours could look totally different. If I have time, check the description, and there might be a custom world download for this world with the custom paintings, so you can rank them all for yourself. The 15 years Minecraft has been around, it's been one of the best games out there, and it's still one of the best games out there even 15 years later. I can't wait to see what Minecraft has in store for the next 15 or so years. But anyway, if you enjoyed, do leave a like and subscribe, and I guess I'll see you guys next time. Bye.